This is Santos once again. I'm actually getting back to the subject of success at the job site. There's a lot of people that, by the way, this is a sequel to the first video that I created. Santos Rolon Jr. here on Next Level Consulting. Once again, I hope that you are making it a super fantastic, terrific, over-the-top Friday. How can I become more successful at the job site? I like what I do, but I'm not making enough money. Now, obviously, you can only make so much money if you have a job. That's why most people get into network marketing, or they find a way to create their passion into a job. So, but let's say you're the type of person that you really don't care to have a business. You just want to make more money. You want to move up with the company. You want to have success at your job. Well, think about it for a minute. You've been at your job for maybe a year or two. Maybe you feel like you're underappreciated. You're not getting enough pay. More month. What is it? Not enough. More month than not enough money at the end of the month, or more month and less money. That's how the saying goes, something like that. How can you? What can you actually do to become more successful on the job site? Well, first of all, you got to evaluate yourself. You have to learn to evaluate yourself, and you have to ask yourself the question, how can I make more money where I'm at? Most people think the grass is greener at another job, and they don't take the time to really evaluate what they have already, and they go jump at another job, and let's say that you're making $12 an hour, and you might find a job making $13 an hour or $14 an hour. Is it really worth losing what you've already started to go with another company to start all over for just $2? Some people think that that's profitable. I don't. I believe that if you develop your personal skills, if you develop your posture, if you take time to become better at the job, make sure that you're on time, make sure that you're dressed accordingly. Groom the way that you carry yourself, the way that your hair and the way that you look can make a big difference. And it's kind of an overall package. But I can almost guarantee you that if you're willing to take the necessary steps and you think about ways to improve yourself, you might have to change the way you talk. You might have to change the way you dress. You might have to change your schedule. Maybe you need to start going to work a little bit earlier. Or, I do a lot of video education. You can watch videos on becoming a little bit more successful. And really, the key to earning more money is basically having more posture. What do I mean by posture? The way that you carry yourself, how you conduct yourself, the way that you approach people at work. Just imagine that you started educating yourself with videos on how to become more positive. And you start applying these little principles that you learn from this video. So you watch a video over and over and over again, and you watch other videos that teach you how to become more positive. And then you start applying that, and you start showing up at work, and people begin to notice that your attitude is different, that the way that you're carrying yourself is different, the way that you're speaking. It's going to be a little awkward in the beginning because you're not used to that. But again, going back to success and wanting to make more money, you got to be willing to do what it takes. You might have to maybe learn a little bit more. Maybe approach some of the people. Here's another tip: that are there people making more money than you where you work? You might want to humble yourself and call them up and say, hey, how did you, how are you making, $17 an hour and I'm only making 11? That's one way to learn. That's one way to applicate and to get to a position where you learn from somebody that is doing it. But going back, that will help you too. Going back to the video education, once you begin to show up at the job site, and I'm telling you this from experience because I've gone through this. I remember a company that I worked for, and in the beginning, I remember I would get stares from people. As a matter of fact, there was even some people that would tell me, who do you think you are? Why do you talk like that? And I just basically kept on doing what I was doing. And I moved up with the company. I moved up. And you can do the same thing. You have to create belief. You have to educate yourself, and you have to apply these things that you learn from others. You learn from others. And as you get more belief in yourself, and as you create a better posture, and you're going to begin to get noticed. I mean, obviously, if you change and you're more positive, don't you think people are going to notice that? You're prepared for work on time. You've got all your tools. Maybe you're in the carpentry industry, or maybe you're a mechanic, or maybe you're a car washer, or maybe you work in an office. And it basically just boils down to being patient and letting those things that you're doing be noticed. And when you're being noticed and you start getting comments from the managers or the supervisors in the office, then it's time for you to ask for that raise. And you can do this. You can do this within a month. You can do it within 2 months. And sometimes, as you grow through this process, you might see other jobs that you can actually move into and make even more money. But I don't advise just going from job to job, especially if you like what you do. You should be able to move up. If there's opportunity to move up, you need to believe in yourself, and you need to educate yourself, and you need to ask for a raise. And if you're going to ask for a raise, tell them what you want. Be specific. You want an extra $3 or $4? Ask for $3. As a matter of fact, if you want to make an extra $3 or $4 and you're already getting good compliments, people are starting to notice that there's a change in your life, ask for $7. Ask for a $7 raise. You might get that $7 raise, or you might get maybe $1 or $2 below that $7. So you'll actually get the $3 or $4 that you wanted. So anything is possible to him that believeth. And you have to believe in yourself, and you have to create that posture so that you stand out and that you look different than other people. And that's what's going to get you noticed. That's what's going to help you move up the ladder, and that's what's going to get you more pay. So let me think about this. And another thing that you can do is you can actually take courses, personal development courses. I'm sure that maybe your job might offer some kind of training, maybe training that you put off in the past that you can actually ask for. And, obviously the company wants the best employees. That's what companies look for. Companies look for employees that are self-starters, that are motivated, they're brainstormers. They're people that you really don't have to tell them what to do because they already know. They get on the job and they are servants. They are worker bees. They're on top of it, and they just get out there and they do they go above and beyond just doing the normal things. They go above and beyond just doing the normal things. So I know I've made this video just a little bit longer than I expected, but hopefully there's some good tips in this video that you can take and apply. And once again, if you need some help, I welcome you to watch more videos on my YouTube site. And I ask that you comment, I ask that you subscribe, and just believe in yourself, because I had to believe in myself before anybody believed in me. And believe me, it can be dark at times, it can be lonely, but just never, 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 never give up if that's what you really want. If what you really want is what you really want, never, never give up on yourself. With that said, this is Santos Rolon Jr. here on Next Level Consulting. Remember to make every day a super fantastic, terrific, over-the-top day in spite of and because of. I'll see you on my next video.